Am I on? Hello! For starters, I don't even know where to start. My name is Stephanie, and this is my first YouTube video. I can hardly stand myself, so I don't know why I think anybody on the internet can stand me, but yet here I am, another YouTube, I just said YouTube, like beauty blogger style video kind of a thing that I'm going to have going on over here on my channel. I want to do my artistic stuff as far as like my clay and nail stuff. Honestly, I'm super dry. So if you like the content, if you like dry, weird, kind of sarcastic humor, we might be able to kick it. So stay tuned, because I am very vanilla today, but you know what? Today's been a rough day. I always am one of those oversharers, and there's been just a lot in my family that was like, today was just, thank God that thank you God for looking out for my family. Since I guess this is just a really weird reintroduction. I don't know. But I have been sweating and just doing mom stuff. Pulling pizzas out of the oven because we had pizzas tonight and that steam got me. I think my eyeshadow looks phenomenal, and I love that green color in the middle. So, what I wanted to talk about was the Venus palette. Let me get it. Okay, this would have been a lot cooler if I like wasn't holding my lip gloss and like did something cooler. Yes! I love this palette, you guys. I love this palette. First of all, I gotta say, there was like a lot of controversy around this palette. Maybe not just the palette, but maybe everything to do with Lime Crime, which 2019, oh, excuse us there. 2019 should be about forgiveness. It should be about trying to overcome shit that's happened from 2007. It should be about recognizing that life is really, 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 really short. And I think it's super duper important that we maybe focus on the more important things in life. And so with that being said, I know for my first few, I keep on not being able to pronounce the word YouTube. For my first YouTube video, I don't look that great. I literally lost 2 pairs of eyelashes in the past 3 days. I don't know if my cat stepped on them. I don't know if they got like hit off the counter, but I did not package them. So, like I said, just family issues. It's been a weird time. So, with that being said, my hair looks weird and frizzy right now, and it's just how I'm going to come out on the scene. I have been filming this video I've tried to film it 3 times. Every single time I have either like not had enough confidence in myself, or I was like, I feel like I was just talking for a billion minutes and I just want to offer more to my hopeful subscriber. And hopefully 2 subscribers at least. But long story short, recorded and re-recorded and recorded, and it was like a 3-part series, and now I'm finally like, I'm not ready, but I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know when you're finally ready, even though you're not? It's me right now. Okay, first of all, my cat is sitting on my flimsy table that I'm filming all of this on, so he's super rude right now, Clyde. Oh my gosh. Can we talk about the packaging that Lime Crime, like, Like, I love their packaging, you guys. It all falls out. Like, I'm obsessed. I love the box. The other smaller boxes have like this really cute, like, oh gosh. This is not what I was going to originally try and reach for, but the smaller boxes have like this beautiful, like, rose themed packaging. It's beautiful and like surprising, and I'm in love for it. I'm with it. And for some reason, I keep on picking up this wet cherry lip gloss. Like, I just need to put it on my lips, you guys. Clover, take it somewhere else. Okay, I just need to do that again for you guys. Yes. You guys, of course my little crusty self would already have a hair on it. It's like literally 4 minutes old. Oh, girl. It smells like that 90s cherry lip gloss vibe. Like, it's not luscious, like, fresh cherries. It's like literal, it's a very nostalgic cherry. You'll know what I mean. You have to try one, honestly. I did not originally want this color, but I love this color in a weird way. It's like, it might not be the most flattering on me. It might be a little too pale, but I love this lip gloss color on me. I do want to try other colors. This is the Naked Cherry. Love it. And it, like, the packaging just reminds me of, like, roller skating rink. Like, just everything about Lime Crime is nostalgic for me in a way. Like, it just reminds me of, like, my really good Lisa Frank days almost, but like Lisa Frank smackers or lip smackers, you know, that era of vibes. Polly Pocket, all the things. Barbie Dream House, okay? I actually didn't have the dream house. I had like the bus. The RV, I don't know. And my sister always, I was like the cousin Stacy, right? Isn't that her name? The blonde, she had brown hair, I'm pretty sure. It was a long time ago. Let's get into the palette. So in this palette here, we have, there's 4 different kinds of shadows. And they are 18 all new, from what I understand, shadows. There are 4 mattes. There are sheer, iridescent, metallic, and foil. And let me tell you, the foil are like really foil. And I don't know for sure if these are supposed to be the foil, but I think they are. My guess is that, oh, that's probably metallic. Hold on a second. Do I know anything? I'm actually going to not go ahead and guess because I don't know. I'm always wrong. But because now that I look at it, I'm like, I don't even know if those were the ones I thought. I just am always down to make a fool out of myself. So these were the ones that I thought, but I don't think I'm right because now that I'm looking at the palette, it's definitely not right. But here are 4 really pretty, not nails, but swatches. Oh, I totally missed the pinky, you guys. You guys. My daughter is literally trying to get this palette right now. So let's grab that. So I'm going to show you guys my favorite, which I'm wearing on my eye right now. That is what I used in my tutorial. Or not a tutorial, but like, you know. It's what I demoed. Oh my gosh. No, girl. That is not tight. We do not. She looks like she knows better. Like she was like, I don't know. Sorry, Mom. So that swatch got really messed up because I was scared to death, but this is one of my very favorites. They just all have really gorgeous shifts to them and shimmers. And oh my goodness, this is like a fight for our lives right now. Venus 2XL. Let me just... Well, and then I realized I'm like filming with crusties in my eyes. So my mom would probably be so not super proud. Oh my gosh, you guys. I literally have to apologize for the sporadic hair, my daughter, everything. It's mom life. It is mom life. This is my life. And it's a good life. But holy smokes, sometimes. So, Deere dressed up as Hitler, 2007. It was a year before Lime Crime even was a thing. She started selling Lime Crime on eBay in 2008. That was like her main platform. It was then that, I believe then, I have my timeline messed up because I don't have my notes. Like I said, this is my life. I don't know where my notes are. I can see my daughter coming. I'm scared. Anyways, she came here from Russia when she was 17 years old and moved to New York City. Then she moved to LA at some point with her husband, and I'm pretty sure she's been living there ever since. And she's a very sweet person. Like when you see her and when you hear her talk and when you just like you just get those very sweet... She's stuck behind me, but she's not stuck. You get those sweet vibes. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I really, in my heart, get this feeling that Lime Crime and everything, like it, they really had not just a history and a streak of like things that they've done to themselves, including Deere, but things that have just kind of randomly happened. Like the hacker thing, that happens. And hackers literally will target big launches and stuff like that. Like I remember watching a YouTuber, Stephanie Nicole, talk about this a long time ago, how I watched her do a whole thing on Lime Crime, and you guys should really check out that video if you have not. Shout out to Stephanie Nicole. She is like an OG. She lays it down. She gives you the facts. She tells you like literally everything you're getting in your palette. Does it come with a taco? Does it have 1 gram? Does it have 10? Is it on sale? Steph will cover it. So shout out to Stephanie Nicole. But anyways, I love this palette and I'm going to continue holding it around like this because Lime Crime has been in the doghouse for a long time. And they came out with a series of Venus palettes and they were supposed to be like grunge, like 90s grunge, you know, and they totally hit the nail on the head. I feel like every single one of their palettes really screams grunge. There's especially one, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it's got like a mustard yellow, a blue, a green. It's got like some shimmery black in there. It's like really, really pretty. So that one I was like, damn, that really like screams 90s to me, Nirvana, like all that. This was supposed to be like an acoustic spin-off to the past Venus palettes, okay? And for people who are saying like, oh my gosh, I'm so bored with this, like, okay, be bored, but guess what? Like for the normal woman who doesn't want to wear, like, okay, sorry, I can reach this right this second. Whoa. For the normal lady who doesn't want to wear like bright colors every day, and by bright I'm talking about in particular like Star Ribbon, or every single person wants it poppin' every single day. And I get that we all want a palette that screams like color and poppin' and
they call me the ball breaker. You should kick me out.
Sometimes a palette comes through with pop, lock, and drop it, plus I can wear it on a daily basis and pop, lock, and drop it and like do the thing. I love this palette, you guys. It goes with literally all of my outfits because maybe I'm basic, but you know what? This palette speaks to my heart on a different level. The glitters are beautiful. I like the fact that they have the sheer iridescent because I like putting those on top of shadows that I already have because I pay money for all of my makeup, so it's nice when I can kind of spice it up a little bit, you know what I mean? It's like being married for a long time and then something new happens, you know what I'm saying? I'm for it. So, you know, let's talk more about Lime Crime because you guys can kind of decide this for yourself. That's the thing. Lime crime, unless you live in California, I'm pretty sure they have a store in California, but I don't think they have stores anywhere else. I know that Ulta sells lime crime online, but I don't know if they sell it in store. I haven't been to Ulta in forever. I'm just now, like, I'm a mom. I know my daughter's like almost 17 months, but I don't really get out of the house. But I'm just now starting to do that. She's not really off the tit yet, but one day. Almost paused it so I could start over, but I'm going to keep on rolling. So, Deere. We're going to keep it rolling, sis. I really admire her for a couple of reasons. First of all, she obviously had a dream because she made it here from Russia to America and did it legally. That's amazing. My husband's dad and grandma came here legally in the 80s, and they are Czech. And Europeans, like, are different than Americans, and it's totally true. And when I see some of the stuff that Deere is going through, or like, even for instance, her ingredients, she probably didn't think like, oh, well, the FDA doesn't approve it, but like in Europe, like, they don't really think of the FDA the same as we do. And, they do thoroughly test their products over in Europe. I'm so sorry about my camera. I can't even right now, you guys. So anyways, I kind of feel like whatever happened with the, they were velveteens, and what happened was there was an ingredient in there. I do not remember exactly what it's called off the top of my head, but, it sounded a lot like cyanide. I'll have to get back to you guys on that. But basically what happened was it is safe in cosmetics, but not for, specifically, I read this in an article, it's specifically not safe for if it touches your mucous membranes or something like that. And because they were lipsticks, or, you know, lip colors, they would touch your mucous membranes. So in order for them to not touch your mucous membranes, they just shouldn't be on the lips, whatever. She didn't advertise it right. I don't know exactly the problem, and I don't know what troll decided they were gonna, because I doubt it was just the FDA that was like, this is not safe. I doubt it was, but what do I know? I'm just a peasant. Peasantly pleasant, you know? But anyway, so that happened. She dressed up as Hitler. I watched a video that I was really sad. I think it had like 3,000 views. It had like no views. For how many people, I feel, this is so sad to say, but for how many people I've seen hate on her and hate on her brand, 3,000 views is not enough to actually get to all the people that I feel like it needs to be shown to. And it's like a sincere apology. She's like explaining, like, I was young in, you know, Russia. It's like, that's what you do in Halloween. You like, on Halloween, you dress up as monsters. Like, I thought that was American tradition too. And he is a monster. She said she had really irrational fears of Hitler growing up, because you could imagine, she lived in Russia. Her parents and grandparents had like first-hand experience going through World War II. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to get on my rocking horse and ride off into the distance, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, we are not from her culture. We don't exactly understand what was going through her head at the time. So can we just forgive her? Leave it in 2007. It is what it is. I would cry myself to sleep the majority of the evenings if sorry about my cat, rude, if my future was judged off of my past every single day of my life. And you know what? When I die, I probably will have to face my judgment. Not probably. I will. That's what I believe in. And you know what? I don't think it's our job to, like, pitchfork her until she dies, you know, with, like, just the reoccurring, we won't let her shit go. I think it's sad, you know? Let's not be so pitiful. And that leads me to my next thing. She was pitiful in this, you know, here's the thing. I don't have any proof for this, and the lady that did the video, she was rude. I don't know this lady's name. I don't have my notebook. I don't even want to suggest her video either, because she was like a brat the way she was talking about it. It just sounded rude. The way she was like talking about the situations, I'm like, okay, well, if you're going to tell me something that lit, I need to see like screenshots. I need to see stuff. And then when I went to her description in her video, there was 2 links that were expired and they were 2 Instagram posts. So I'm not really sure on the tea on that, but basically when you say heavy stuff like, you know, she killed her cat and she called someone a dumbass, which honestly she was getting bullied and I kind of understand that. But there was one that was weird about how someone like wasn't able to afford her products or something, or someone was like bullying her and she came out with some really immature shit, which I roll into oblivion. I low-key understand that because I'm like, you know what, if I were backed into a corner, I would probably bite back. But I am also not a business owner, and I think that would change everything for me because I think that I'm sane enough and like, I don't know, but maybe she was just like, I'm in America. They don't talk like that. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I actually have a decent Russian accent too, but I don't know what to say about that. Excuse me, I'm getting worked up, you guys. Lime Crime has really ballin' products. And ever since I've started using them, I've felt like more, like into makeup. I don't know how to explain it. You know, when you get that little fire under you, you know, that little fire, and you just get going and you're like, okay, this is what I needed to get that creativity going and flowing all over again. And I had watched videos. Basically, video number 1, her name is Jay Kissa. She did a video about Lime Crime, and it was an interview with oh goodness, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. One of the co-owners of Lime Crime, or co-founders. She did an interview with her. The interview was incredibly awkward, but granted, she admitted that. She actually said that. Kind of planted that seed into my head, because the whole time I was watching it, I was like, oh, it just feels, it almost felt, and I'm sorry, girl, if you ever see my video. I really am. But it felt awkward when I was watching you. Like, I feel like if I were a fly on the wall, I would just be like, it's very uncomfortable. It just kind of felt like you didn't want to be there. I don't know how else to explain it, and I'm sorry. That was just an observation. Just my peasant opinion. I think that lots of questions got answered. I don't know what more you wanted, but when she came out with another video that was like September 20th, so it wasn't that long ago. Oh wait, I'm sorry. It was, you okay? Sorry, had to check on my small child. It was, she came out with her second video in December. So that wasn't that long ago. And she said she had follow-up questions for Lime Crime, and then it took like 2 weeks to answer, which she wasn't happy with, and her friend Ashley wasn't happy with, and they thought it was unprofessional. Jeez, my cat. And they basically just kind of said, like, we just still don't trust Lime Crime. I'm sorry, I need to not do that. I'm not going to do that impression. I'm sorry. They said, we don't really trust Lime Crime because they didn't really answer the questions, and I just still feel unsure. And to me, that screams like, okay, they let you in to their headquarters and invited you in and gave you a shit ton of free makeup and just gave you that nice custom bottle, and it was so sweet. I thought it was really cool and sweet of them. And I get you still can have your opinion even if they're nice and butter you up. I totally understand that. If you don't feel like they give you the right answers, okay, give us more. If you're going to come out, try and redeem Lime Crime and then turn around and be like, no, I still am not going to use them. Is it because you're just trying to get big on YouTube? Is it just because you're trying to be big with the right people so you don't want to talk about the wrong brands? Because I understand that, but at the same time, it's like sometimes you have to have a backbone. Like, I'm teaching my kids that. Like, you have to have a backbone and be like, you know what? The products are awesome. They've had problems with their products before in the past. Every fucking brand has. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. Every brand has. And if you think that there aren't problems with brands, then you must be crazy. Like, honestly, you obviously don't know how it works because there's kinks with every brand. However, now that we have social media and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, it's like we can take to those platforms and really pick apart a company. And I think that I don't even think the younger generation understands that these days. It's so much different than it used to be. And consumerism is so much different than it used to be. Ew. Lord have mercy. But anyways, so we talked about that. We talked about the ingredients. And personally, if you're an artist, like for me, if you find something that works, the last thing you're thinking about is if it's safe. Like, I pour resin and I do like acrylic nails. Be nice. Rosie, go lay down. Excuse me. Acrylic nail, painting my nails, taking my nail polish off. Do you think that is really safe for your body? Like, honestly, look at yourself in the mirror. Say, is acetone on my nails soaking in my skin good for me? No, it's not. Going to the nail salon, not good for you. Everything. There's lots of things that are just not good for us. My cats and dog and small baby child, my lover girl Clover Jean, are all in here trying to have a good time, and I'm trying to get it not popping like that. So 2019, let's be forgive. What am I trying to say? Oh Lord, give me the words. Please, let's forgive Deere. Let's forgive Lime Crime. Let's let them have their moment. You guys, like, seriously. Okay, I can't really reach all this stuff right now, but I'm trying. I'm sorry I'm such an, special case. My daughter's really trying to give me my run for my money. So, I love the packaging. The quality is, like, to die for. Like, does this not give you, like, the memes of being just, like, the smallest, happiest child that maybe didn't get that great of a childhood, but at the same time, you were really loved, and, like, bad stuff happens to everybody, even good people, kind of a thing, and it just reminds you of kind of better days. So, I love these products because they fucking perform, but they look like, I don't want to say child's play, but they fit in that category for me that makeup needs to fit into. It, like, fills my heart with excitement. It makes me excited to do my makeup. It makes me excited to think about, like, what am I going to do today? Because I can actually make looks with all of their products, especially, like, with this palette. I'm so excited because I can use it with every single palette I own. Literally. Well, yeah. Honestly, it has cool tones and warm tones because it's a freaking neutral. So it's like, Clover. Oh God, Clover, are you okay? Do you see? Hey. What's that? Clover, why don't you say bye? We're gonna go ahead and hop off now. I probably have a lot more that I want to say, but I'm going to go ahead and do another video. I wanted to just kind of get myself out there. I'm new to Influencer as well, which I've been loving. Just a quick tidbit on that. I am going to be reviewing my first VOXBOX, and I don't know when it's coming. I got the email today. Basically, Influencer is a completely free app. You download it, you sign up, you start answering questions about yourself, and you start reviewing products you already have. And then if you're just active and do all the things, complete the snaps about yourself, and just start involved on the app. I like to say on a daily basis because I've only been on it for I think 2 weeks. I've been incredibly active though, and my first VOXBOX is on the way. So make sure to follow me. I will put my info for that in the description. And me and my daughter are gonna say bye. Say hi. Hi. Just hanging. Hanging with my girl. Hanging with my girl. Yeah. That's my girl. Hi.
Okay.
Yeah. Say bye. Bye. Give me a kiss. She got into it with the Sharpie. I didn't even know we had a Sharpie. My son was using it. All under her little chin here and on her hands. Maybe not on that one, but yeah, I will continue to do more looks with the Venus palette. I just think it's incredibly versatile and just fun. It's $58, 18 shades, and you get a ton of shadow. In my opinion, the packaging, the girliness, I think it's a great palette. And I really want to redeem Lime Crime this year. So 2019, hashtag redeem Deere, hashtag redeem Lime Crime, hashtag forgiveness. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you hate it? Do you hate Deere? Because if you do, that's really rude, because I doubt you personally know her. Oh, you know what? My Instagram is at, oh, jeez. You be careful. Doodles are therapy. So I will also put that below too. And I kind of suck at Instagram, but I'm just going to put my stuff out there. I'm going to be doing like vlogs and lifestyle and like, I don't know, I homeschool my kids. So we'll see what kind of content I have. But mainly reviews and beauty, because that is where it's at, you guys. I am like such a tomboy, but not when it comes to makeup. Nah, no. I like to do all kinds of things and travel and camp. But I love makeup. It's like just something that will always be a part of my life. So thank you guys for hanging out, and I hope to see you next video. Bye!